Hey, what's up? This is Neil. Today I'm testing the Outdoor Vitals Tushar rain jacket. I got this thing in like the blue color. I don't exactly remember what it is, but I absolutely am loving this jacket. I've only had it out in the rain a couple times, and it seemed like if I was gonna test this jacket, it made the most sense to come outdoors and test it for you, test it with you, show you what you would get in this rain jacket. There are several things that I like about this jacket that I want to talk to you about in this video, and there's two things that I wish would have been a little different, maybe two things that could have been upgraded. And the reality is that's so easy for me to say as like someone who doesn't design jackets or do anything like that. Yeah, let's jump right into this. I'm obviously out here, I'm hiking. It's a light rain. I've kind of been waiting for it to rain because I wanted to get out and show you how this jacket functions. I've been out here now for 20 or 30 minutes. I've had kind of different variations of this hood zipping up. But what I've come to the conclusion is everything under this jacket is bone dry. I mean, like, this jacket is keeping me dry. I'm wearing some Outdoor Vitals hiking pants, and they're a touch wet. I mean, they're not like soaked, but you can definitely tell the difference between having rain gear on. This jacket is definitely waterproof. And one of the first things that I really like about this jacket is that it has pit zips. I'm a huge fan of having pit zips. I find that's a way that you can sort of vent your heat while you're hiking. It's kind of like a natural air conditioning system. But I will tell you this, the pit zips are a little tight to zip one-handed. And I found that out being out here. And my guess is because those zippers are waterproof, and so that's not gonna be this easy zip for you to get. The second thing that I really like about this jacket is I really like the cut. I really appreciate how Outdoor Vitals makes an active cut in what they do. And so this jacket in the back down here, I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. In the back down here, it kind of cuts down to go with your bum. And I really appreciate bum. I don't know if I normally say that, but with your butt. But I really appreciate Outdoor Vitals, and they're making athletic fit that actually fits your body. It tapers, and they understand that. And so I really appreciate you guys at Outdoor Vitals doing that. The third thing that I really like about this jacket, and this kind of goes to one of the changes that I would have made, but I'm not going to. Normally, I like a jacket that has like a Velcro cuff right in here, and this one has more of a like stretchy material, like an elastic material. At first I put that on and I was like, oh, I really like that. It's like in the 50s, so I'm not hiking with a jacket. I don't have a bulky layer under this, and so I don't know if I would want those to be Velcro, but my initial impression when I got it was I really like that. Most of my other rain jackets that I've had have been Velcro in the cuff, and so when I put this on, I was like, oh, it kind of just like naturally did what I would have to do on my own. Another thing that I really like on this jacket are the zippers, and these things are waterproof. I mean, like, you can tell that these are tight zippers, and that's one thing that I'm really stoked on to have in this jacket. Another thing that I want to talk about is how light this jacket is. When it was shipped to me, and this is probably a good time to tell you, I bought this jacket with my own money. I'm doing this review on my own because I'm like you and I'm looking for gear, and I want to spend like my money wisely, and I want to make wise choices. I had this jacket in my cart multiple times with Outdoor Vitals, and I finally decided to pull the trigger on it. I am an Outdoor Vitals like Live Ultralight member, and what that means is that I pay 10 bucks a month to be a member, but that $10 goes into an account where I get store credit. And so what I did is I was banking up my store credit, and then I bought this. Now, if you've never done the Outdoor Vitals Live Ultralight membership, I'll put a link down in the description. You can actually, if you join, you'll get $20 off your first purchase, and you can cancel at any time. Like, I got the Ultralight membership because I was buying a backpack. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna cancel, and 4 years later, I'm still a member. So all that to say, I really appreciate how light this jacket is, but it's also still breathable. I have another jacket that's heavier than this, but this jacket is so light and it's doing everything that I would want for a rain jacket to do. Now, I'm getting back close to the car, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and kind of wrap up this section of our conversation. I'm gonna get back to the house and I wanna look at this jacket with you. I wanna show you the cut of this jacket. I wanna let you see it on me in just a couple different angles. But I didn't wanna like talk about a rain jacket that I hadn't worn in the rain. So I'm gonna jump back in the truck, head back to the house, and then we'll get back together and keep this conversation going for you to see if this is a good rain jacket for you. All right, I'm back to the truck. I'm actually back in the driveway, but I just wanted to talk to you real quick. And I want to show you two things, maybe three. But look, my shirt is completely dry, like completely dry. My hat, I guess you can't really tell. Maybe you can. Yeah, I guess you can see a little difference. The brim is soaking wet because that was out, but the top of the hat is completely dry where the rain jacket was covering me. And then also you're gonna notice this jacket, I shook it off and maybe 5 minutes to get home. And it's literally, there's some water under there, but there's like barely any water on this thing. Let's go inside.
1 day later.
This is actually 1 day later. I filmed all of that outdoors yesterday, but now I'm inside and I got some time to talk through the Tushar rain jacket with you. Okay, let me say this first. Yesterday when I was hiking with my son, he actually shot all of the B-roll for me. He's 9 years old. He wanted to go hiking in the rain with me. And I want to ask you right now, just if you would drop in the comments like, great job, Isaiah, or great filming, Isaiah. If you would leave like an encouraging comment to him, I think that would just mean the world to him. We had so much fun getting out there. I really enjoyed hiking with him, but I just thought I would ask that of you. Thanks so much. Let's keep talking about this jacket. I want to share this too. I just want to pretend you and I are sitting at my kitchen island having a conversation. That's kind of the easiest way for me to do this. The first thing that I want to talk about is the weight of this jacket. This jacket in a medium comes in at 7 ounces. So that's under half a pound. On their website, the large says it comes in at 7.4 ounces. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Last summer, I started hiking the John Muir Trail. And on my first day, I started in Happy Isles, got up Nevada Fall, was moving in the right direction, moving north on the John Muir Trail, and one of those afternoon monsoon rainstorms came in. And I've always done kind of lightweight, ultralight backpacking for the last several years now. And I was looking at the weather for that trip and I said, I don't need to pack a rain jacket, and I didn't. And this storm came in, dumped rain for 30 minutes. I was soaking wet. I was in an area where there was no tree cover. And then for the next couple hours, it was just this like light on and off rain. And I wish I would have had this jacket. I mean, look at this, like it looks big, watch this. We can fold this down to like the size of my hand. Look at, oh wow. Look how small this jacket can compact down. And it only weighs 7 ounces. I wish I would have had this with me on the John Muir Trail. That brings to the packability of this jacket. You see how small it is. This isn't gonna take a ton of space in your backpack. And so if you're looking at this for something for backpacking or hiking, I haven't seen something that's gonna fit smaller, that's gonna have the waterproof like ability that this Tushar has. I think we touched on this a little yesterday while I was hiking, but there really is an athletic fit to this jacket. Let's take some time to see this jacket laid out on the counter like you and I would probably do if we were talking about this together. I'm gonna tell you some stats that Outdoor Vitals has on this jacket. There's obviously the chest pocket that you've seen. It's anatomically cut hood. It has a half elasticized cuffs. There's those pit zip vents. There's the AquaGuard zippers. There's a partial elasticized hem for better fit. And what you might even notice is that elasticized hem is on the sides where you need it most. This is a hydrophobic membrane, but it's also breathable. That's one thing that I noticed with this jacket when I was hiking yesterday. It was in the 50s. All I had was a light REI long sleeve, like hiking shirt under there. And I'm not gonna say I was cold, but I was definitely not hot. And so I do find this jacket to be very breathable. That's definitely one thing you wanna keep in mind if you're considering this jacket. Okay, now I did tell you yesterday that if I was gonna make a couple changes to this, there were two things. I think I said one or two things I wasn't sure I really liked. Now I also said, hey, I'm not a jacket designer, so I'm just a hiker like you. I'm someone who does backpacking. The one change I would make for sure to this jacket is I would add pockets to it. And I know that would add some weight, but I always find myself putting my hands in pockets, and that's something that I like. I really like to have a rain jacket. I like to have all jackets to have pockets in them, even my sweatshirts, right? That's what I'm wearing right now. I want to have some place to put my hands. So that's one change I would make. I don't know if that would add weight, and I don't know if that's something that Outdoor Vitals would consider doing. And then like the half change that I would make is I think I would consider putting a drawstring down here on the bottom, just so you could cinch that whole thing up. So you could cinch this whole jacket up on your waist. So that's something else that I would consider. I will say this, I really like this color. This is actually called North Atlantic. They have another color, it's called Cherry Mahogany. It's more like a deep red, and that is another beautiful color, but this is really what I would go with. So yeah, those are all of my thoughts here on this jacket. I do want to say this, that if you like this jacket, check it out, see if it's something for you. If you're interested in more products from Outdoor Vitals, I'm going to put a video over here from their Nova puffy jacket that I have. I really like this jacket. I brought it with me every backpacking trip that I went on last year. I found myself wearing it around town all the time. And then over here, I'm gonna put a link to an REI rain jacket that I reviewed about a year ago. And it was the rain jacket I was wearing last year. My initial thought I was gonna say is I wish I would have just bought this one first. That's kind of where I'm leaning today. We'll see if that changes in a month or a week or anything. Thanks so much for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all that other stuff, and stick around to watch one of these other videos.